Good morning. I'm sitting in a parking lot waiting for my sister to arrive, so I thought I'm going to make a video. I'm going to connect. It's been a very busy time, emotionally. Um, well, it's been a roller coaster. And I know I'm not just speaking for myself. I know that many of you can relate. I had an interesting day on Saturday. Lots of old emotions coming up, surprisingly coming up, in intensity that I hadn't experienced before. So it was interesting to watch that. And it was also interesting to watch myself shift out of it too. That was, you know, very cool. And a few days later, I couldn't sleep and I got up early. I think it was 3 or 4 in the morning, and I was checking my emails, and I decided just to pick one. I didn't want to go through all of them, and I picked one from a friend who was checking in with me to see how I was doing. And so I wrote her an email explaining some of the hardships I've been experiencing in my life. And then I decided to go for a walk and to watch the sunrise. It's about a half an hour, 45-minute walk to there, so it was beautiful. It was just a beautiful walk. And I'm sitting on the water and just contemplating. The sun hasn't risen yet. Actually, that morning the clouds were there the whole time, so it was just dark to less dark. But it doesn't change the energy of a sunrise moment. It's just a spectacular experience for me. It helps me in so many ways. And I had my earbuds in and I'm listening to a talk, and my phone rang, and it was probably 6:30 in the morning, and it was the friend that I had emailed. And I could just feel the loving kindness in her voice. She wanted to share some insights, wanted to remind me of what I already know. But coming from outside of me and from her perspective was so helpful. And I'm not saying that I already know it. Those were her words. I want to share with you things that you already know. We all know this. But it was a wonderful feeling to feel her words in my heart. It was like they were going directly from her heart to my heart, even though we were at a distance from each other. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because it was very impactful for me. I had a beautiful release into the lake. It was great. And I just felt this beautiful connection and reminder of who we are. So it just made me want to talk about how we never know what people are going through. A lot of people want to keep it to themselves and not, upset somebody else. But it doesn't take a lot of time to reach out to someone. It doesn't take a lot of time to sit with them and be with them and open your heart to them. And it can change someone's life in an instant just by knowing that someone cares. I was so grateful for her heart-centered communication and her thoughtfulness. And I just wanted to share that with you. To be love more often. To make how you feel a priority. And my friend feels the same way, and she just felt compelled to share a little bit of her past experience and what she learned from it for me. And that was very, very powerful for me. And so I am so grateful to her for taking that time. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing. If someone comes to mind, just take a moment to text or email or call. It makes a difference. It truly does. Be the love you want to see in the world. I want to be the love that I want to see. When I sit down and write, What kind of world do I want to see? The very first line is, I want to see a loving world. I want to walk down the street and just see smiles and, people caring for each other. So we got to be that, right? Before it can actualize. So that's my thoughts in the car for now. Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Lots of love.